Get together.
Yo, what it do, St. Louis? Listen, man, we're talking guy codes and girl codes today. Are you in violation?
Are
Well,
you?
we're gonna find out today. So do me a huge favor. Go ahead and comment in the chat where you're from. Drop the name of your business and/or your brand if you like a free business shout out. And remember, when you comment your takeaways for today's show, put keyword takeaway so we can enter you into a drawing to win a free vacation. It's going down, man. I'm super excited about what Chalet has to say about these guy codes and these girl codes. So let's officially kick off the show.
Growing up in St. Louis has never been easy, and most say if you want to succeed here, that you must leave and put down roots somewhere else because of the strong crabs in a barrel mentality here.
I don't know if I'm just an optimistic person, but to see people like Chuck Berry and Nelly make it in the music industry, or the Roberts brothers and Dave Stewart in business, or William Lacey Clay Jr. in politics, can we blame the city, or is it that people just aren't hungry enough?
We're talking to all of the movers and shakers in this town, from entertainers to politicians, social activists and organizers, and of course, entrepreneurs.
Is there a curse on this city that holds people back? Is there an unseen hand that decides who makes it and who doesn't? You're about to find out.
Welcome to St. Louis Hustle.
All right, hustlers and hustlettes. It is time, man. Right here on the St. Louis Hustle podcast, we are talking bro codes and girl codes, and it's about to go down. So do us a huge favor. Comment in the chat where you're from, name of your business and your brand. And I guess I might want to introduce ourselves for the new folks. I am CORTEZ Hustle. That is my girl, Michelle A, coming to you live and direct from the Digital Product Bootcamp Studios here in St. Louis, Missouri.
Yes.
You've all got gifts, talent, special abilities. Let your boy show you how to turn them into digital products so that you can market and sell them online. Man, turn your knowledge into income with the Digital Product Bootcamp. I'm going to put the link here in the chat. And all you got to do is click and register for $47. I'm going to show you 9 different ways to turn your knowledge into income. Then I'm going to give you 2 courses just by coming to hang out. I'm going to give you a course on how to launch your coaching business. And I'm going to give you my personal branding blueprint course so you can learn how to build an attractive, powerful, and profitable online brand to market your products and services. That is the Digital Product Bootcamp. Chalet, how was your weekend, sis?
Man, woo-wee. So much this weekend. Man. So much this weekend. So I was out this weekend and because it was like a really nice day, Saturday and Sunday. It was just amazing. Man, Sunday, I just went to one of my little favorite places to hang out, and they were having this car show. And it turned out to be a lot of fun. You know, you pass by somewhere just, oh, okay, well, what's going on over there? Because they had motorcycles, they had lowriders, they had classic cars, they had all kinds of cars. And I absolutely love a good time where Black people can come together and ain't no foolishness.
Right.
You know, sometimes you heard me? You know, sometimes we all get in one place and somebody gonna act a fool. But no one acted a fool. And we was in Ferguson. Nobody cut up.
Okay.
High five, Ferguson. Didn't nobody cut up. So it was a really good time. We were at Classics Bar on West Florissant, and they were doing classic car show and all that. So I think the organizer, which I would love to get him on the show sometime. Shout out to my boy Crawford. What's going on? Hey, boo. And he organized the whole thing. And again, when you can pull all these different groups of people together, especially it was mainly men. I mean, it was women out there. You know what I'm saying? Because they had women bike riders or whatnot, but the car show was predominantly male. But when you can pull that many people, let me just say, pull that many Black males together, and there wasn't a smell of weed in there. Well, okay, there was. So you just pulled them together and wasn't no foolishness. There we go.
Right.
It was a good time. So other than that, I mean, it kind of was what it was. These numbers, we jumped a little bit. St. Louis quit tripping. We up to 588K. We went up from We're at 579. So almost 10,000 we jumped in like a week and a half. So y'all stop playing. And then Illinois, they're only up 3,000. Illinois getting their stuff together. Y'all need to stop. So they were getting it because they were always way ahead of us. So I just got two things I want to talk about super quick before we get into the A segment. I don't know if anybody else has been watching the George Floyd trial. Oh, that thing about to take me under. I don't know if I can take it. I don't know if I had the dedication to watch court TV like they've been having it on. I catch it in the evening when I come in from work, and it has been, man, I understand the defense attorney's job is to defend their client. I get that. But man, come on. I mean, but it's like, we need this W or you thought they did some stuff at the Capitol building. They're going to be like, we're going to try to one up that. If we don't get this W, they're going to tear up every city in St. Louis. I mean, every city in the United States. It's just not going to be a good thing. We need this W, really. And it was because now they're trying to say that he really didn't have his knee on his neck. It was on his shoulder blade. Yeah, after he was dead, he released the pressure and slid backwards a little bit. But his knee was, you could clearly see from the video that the ball of his knee was in the man's neck in the discussion, point blank. So it just has been, it's a roller coaster ride. It's not for the faint of heart. So, and then last thing, and I'm late. I realize I'm late with this story, so I'm sorry. Kirk Franklin. Whoa, Jesus! I was scrolling through my timeline.
I never listened to the rant, but apparently he let some words fly.
When I tell you, because I came across it because I follow him online and his apology came up. And I was like, oh, I had the little lip. Oh, Kirk, it's okay. Man, first of all, I love Kirk Franklin. I'm still a fan. Matter of fact, I'm even more of a fan because he's a really good cusser. He cussed that boy out. When I say he cussed so good, I was like, he cussed so good, he need to drop a rap album. That's how good he cussed. I was like, oh my. It was, and he said it with such authority. I was like, was that a Holy Ghost cussing? Because it was such authority in what he said.
It was filled. You could tell it was anointed.
That was some anointed. That man got cussed out anointedly. Don't mess with the child. God said, touch not my anointed. You didn't read the rest of the verses, or you get cussed out anointedly. Right. That's what happened. Right. So
I know everybody said, now his brother is the rapper Plies. They was like,
wait,
the rapper Plies. They was like, Kirk then channeled his inner Plies, and now the connection is more clear because people couldn't believe that. No way, because if you ever hear Plies,
they blood brothers. They like mama. I never
look at them, you can see. So when Plies, and he does his little motivational rants. But the brother says MF. We count every time he gets on one. The running thing is when you hear Plies on Instagram or Facebook, count the number of times he say MF.
Wow.
And he lets it fly. They was like Kirk Franklin before he talked to his son, and then after he talked to his son, and then they merged the picture with him and Plies. They're like, you don't want this. You don't want the smoke.
That's
like
I haven't seen
the internet
that.
is undefeated.
I haven't seen that meme yet. I seen the meme, I think on TikTok, where it said choir rehearsal was getting more and more unpredictable with Kirk Franklin, and they start playing "Do You Want a Revolution?" And it's a choir director, and all of a sudden you hear Kirk over the voiceover, Kirk cussing everybody out. Hilarious, man. Okay. Anyway, I had to speak on that real quick. I'm still a Kirk Franklin fan. He's the most tangible man. He's the most transparent man in gospel to me. Yeah. He ain't fake with it. It is what it is. And for him to even apologize just because he love us, that's cool. Because I'd have been like, the hell with all y'all. Hey, I repented to my father. Because I know what it's like. I done gave mine a good tongue lashing. And they've been like, on Christmas, it was like, I probably shouldn't have did that. I feel real bad. Sorry, Lord. So I was like, Kirk, you still the real MVP. Matter of fact, I need some lessons.
And you can hear when you listen to his music. Now it's starting to make sense because he's like right there, like at any moment.
I'm not.
Any moment.
I'm not. You better go Steve Harvey. I'm not.
Rick Ross can come in and drop a verse on one of these songs. At any moment, you can. I mean, it's right there, Michelle. It's right there, like that, man. Like any moment,
do not.
The Gangsta T.I. gonna slide out and just drop something heavy on us, right? And I'm like, man. But Geneva says they are not blood brothers, but they do favor a bit. So.
Man.
Right here on the St. Louis Social Podcast, we like to kick the show off with something positive. She ain't gonna cuss y'all out today, but she does have a word for today. So we do this thing called that Michelle A word of the day, where she gives you a little something to chew on for the rest of the day. So on the St. Louis Social Podcast, it's time for Michelle's A word of the day.
Oh, okay, good people. I get to cuss people out for real. Hey, all right, here you go.
As long as you don't curse them, you can cuss them. Just don't curse them.
I will never curse nobody, but I'm about to cuss some folks. Now, so the A word of the day is, I was just thinking on some stuff. I was listening to a couple of my favorite pastors yesterday and over the weekend, and this came to my mind. Mind your business. Mind your business, people. Mind your business, but maybe not like you think, right? Mind your business from a standpoint of keep track of your thoughts. You know what I'm saying? When you tend to something or you mind to something, you kind of keep up with where it is, right? And I hope I look like I froze, but I'm gonna keep it moving because the audio's still there. So there it is. All right. So minding your business, I went into this kind of exhaustive little study that I did, and I learned a new term, and it is neurotheology. Neurotheology. And what it is basically it's the scientific study of the neural correlates of the brain as it relates to spiritual beliefs, right? And beliefs, experiences, practices. So it's a part of the brain that handles theology and things of that nature. So I thought that was really neat. Some key thoughts that I wanted to have, us take away as we mind our business today, people. Something to think about. Though we use our minds to think about everything every day, all day, right? But how often do we think about how we think, right? Or do we think about how our thoughts are formulated? Are you thinking intentionally? I'll let that sit.
Yeah.
If you think intentionally, which you kind of have to, it's more easy to keep control of your thoughts, right? Because the Bible says that we have to cast down every vain imagination. You know what I'm saying? We have to call these things subject to the name of Jesus Christ. If you don't control your thoughts will control you, right? And since our brains are pretty much on autopilot all day, if you don't intentionally think about what's going on inside your brain, what you're keeping your mind on, your mind will drift to the things that are around your atmosphere, right? So if you're in a not so good atmosphere, you're going to think about those things, right? What does the Bible say? Well, again, the Bible says, think on these things, right? And Philippians 4:8, whatever things are good and lovely, whatever things are of good rapport, whatever things are praiseworthy, think on these things. Okay, so you have to consciously make a decision that you're going to think happy thoughts. Happy thoughts don't just come to you. You have to make a decision that you're going to be happy and you're going to have those thoughts, right? The Bible says also, as a man thinketh, so is he, right? So it's an intentional decision that we have to kind of walk through the process every day. Last thing, something that will help you, because I like to be practical and give folks how you do what you do. How do you really get control of those thoughts, right? Your thoughts are often controlled by what you see and what you hear, our senses, right? Though the eyes, what they said, eyes are the windows to the soul, right? If you are watching things that are negative all day long, TV, things on the internet, if that's all you're pulling into your spirit, that is what your mind is going to focus on. If you are listening to, and I'm going to step on a whole lot of toes because somebody stepped on mine. If you listen to all rap music, nothing wrong with rap. I love hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Not a Plies fan, but I love hip hop. But if that's all you listen to, and they're talking about sex, murder, drugs, and all kind of foolishness, your mind will begin to fantasize and think on the things that you're hearing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And those things that you're thinking, sooner or later, you're going to begin to act out. Sooner or later, you're going to want to stick your toe in the water. And it's just not a good place to be. Our minds are so strong that they can literally make or break us. They really can.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of the enemy is out there, but a lot of times you got to worry about the inner me as well as the enemy, because your thoughts will take you out. So I just want to encourage people. As Roman, I got a whole lot of scripture. Like, what is this church, y'all? All scripture today. Romans 12:2, don't be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Little bit by little bit. Just remove a little bit of negative rap from your music library and put in some gospel. Slide in some gospel so that your brain can begin to take on more positive things. Flip on a pastor or something on TV or online instead of sitting down and watching How to Get Away with Murder or Scandal or some of the other things they have on television. Challenge your mind to go to a higher place so that you can elevate and evolve as well. And that has been your A word of the day. A.
Boom, boom. And guess what? We've got a sponsor for the A word of the day.
What you say?
Milt Jr. over at EFI Financial. Because it is Money Smart Month, every day on all of the podcasts that I do every morning, we're letting him give us a money affirmation. So let me cut over to Milt Jr., EFI Financial. And the way you do an affirmation is you got to say it out loud. So say it with us, people. Here's EFI Financial's money affirmation for today.
Today's financial affirmation. I strengthen my financial situation regardless of the economy. I strengthen my financial situation regardless of the economy. I stay true to my saving and spending principles. I look forward with positivity, and I trust that economic downturns are temporary. I strengthen my financial situation regardless of the economy. I'm Milt Jr., EFI Financial Education Services, EFI, Exercise Financial Intelligence.
Boom. There you go.
There it is. There it is.
To your money. You got to speak over your money. And
absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you this. We got to start speaking about money, but not in a negative way, in a positive way. Stop talking about what you ain't got and start talking about what you do have or what you aspire to have in the realm of your finances, people.
Absolutely.
It's one of those taboo subjects that we never talk about or we don't like to talk about. That's why we don't have any insight when it comes to our money. And we're wondering how billionaires, like the world's top richest people, increased their net worth over $1 trillion in the last 18 months. Why? Because they focus on their coins, people. Yeah. So that's EFI Financial Services.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Just really quick, when we talk about stuff in the mind, people have to realize they got to tap into the intelligence, right? Sometimes people think, oh, intelligence, you got to be a brainiac. No, everybody has that part in their brain where the intelligence lives, and whether it is finances or spirituality, your relationship with God. God gave you a mind and there's intelligence in it. And we have to stop thinking about things on the surface and think about them intentionally and intelligently. We have to.
Love it.
If we want to change those things in our lives, your walk with God, you got the experience is amazing. And I love the things that God does in my life because he shows me through experience. However, he wants me to love him with my whole heart and my mind, as well as my soul. So that means I got to do the work. My finances, I can't just handle my money on the surface. I got to get down into the nucleus and find out, okay, what do I need to be doing with my money? I know for me, and Cortez, you know this about me, my money has an assignment on it. So it's important that I make good spending decisions so that the assignment that God has for my money, it can go where it's supposed to go. If I make poor decisions, my money can't make it to where God is telling me to send it.
There you go.
End of the day. So I got to think about things, my finances more intelligently. So that was good stuff. That was awesome. Girl,
Felicia says, mindful of your thoughts and by controlling your thoughts. Happy thoughts versus negative thoughts. Feed your eyes, ears, and what comes out of your mouth with as much positivity so your mind can be filled with positive energy and your actions will follow. Appreciate that. Felicia, if anybody else has a takeaway of the day, always put takeaway, then give us your comment. That's how you get entered into the drawing, people, to win a free vacation. Now, Chalet, we're talking bro codes and girl codes.
We talking foolishness and wonderfulness. That's what we're gonna talk about today, because that's exactly what it is.
Is that what it is?
Man, when I tell you about this daggone bro code, because I've heard it over the years. I've heard it since I was a teenager. Bros before hoes, whatever. We got one too. We got one too. Sisters before misters. Thank you.
Okay.
And I dived into it, Dove. I went in like that. So into it, and it's just haberdashery. It's foolish. You're gonna have to help me being a bro. You're gonna have to help me make sense of it, right? Or fellas, please chime in if you're listening, because I do not understand it fully, right? So I just went by classic definition. You know me, I like to kind of get down to the thing. And I think Wikipedia describes the bro code as, in pop culture, the bro code is a friendship etiquette to be followed among men, and more specifically among members of the bro subculture. Bro, dude. The term was invented, or it says, now I don't know if this is true or not. It says the term was invented and popularized by Barney Stinson, a character from the show How I Met Your Mother. I think I've been hearing it for years, so I don't think he invented that code, because I've been hearing it since I was a teenager.
No, How I Met Your Mother is a 21st century invention.
Yeah, I kind of thought
bro code. We was bro coding in the caves and Africa, and so it's not. What you're not gonna do is you're not gonna take it back to Africa. That's what you're not gonna do with this bro code. In the cave at that. You're not gonna tell me that Lil Nuck Nuck was in the cave with another woman, and his best boy was out front, like, oh, here come Malika, and don't let her in because Nuck Nuck is in the cave with another African chick. That's not what we're going with. Exactly that. How you think it became acceptable, Michelle, to have multiple wives? Because eventually he just got tired of it and just said, okay, well, you're going to be wife number one, then you're going to be wife number two, and then you're going, and so on and so forth. Because the bro code, it was the bro code. It was the bro code that did that.
Yeah, you know what? And when we compare the differences, you're going to see how crazy the bro code really is, right? So I got some examples here. I want to talk on some of these. First one that I saw was have your bros back no matter what. You're no friend if you cannot watch out for him. I might agree with that. You should, if you have a friend, you should watch their back. And females do that. So I'm okay with that one. I'm okay with that one. This next one, if his girlfriend asks you about where he is, you know nothing. That's some foolishness. I might really need to get a hold of this joker. If you know where he is, you better tell me where he is. Why would you hold out?
Well,
where is he?
Yeah. Here's the thing. I'm not running from the question, but we do need to take a commercial break. Is what we're going to do.
Right. Show right.
We're going to take a commercial break, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to come right back. And I'm going to give you my honest thoughts on this, because there's two ways to look at the bro code, and I'm going to break those down for you guys on the other side of this break. So let's check out what we got going on with the Digital Product Bootcamp.
Hey, my friend, listen, you've got a gift, talent, and special ability. Why are you sitting on it and not turning it into a digital product so that you can market and sell it online? Hey, I'm Cortez, author of Monetize My Life, 4 incredibly simple ways to turn your passions into profits. And that's exactly what I do. I'm hosting a boot camp called the Digital Product Bootcamp that will teach you how to turn your gifts, talents, your intellectual capital into a digital product you can market and sell online. But guess what? Don't just take it from me. Let you hear from one of my students how excited she is about what this process has done for her.
Hey, Coach Cortez, it's me, Ariel. I just wanted to thank you for helping me to create my product this weekend and launch the product with the systems in place. Man, I'm just truly amazed. Like, I got 7 sales in 4 days, and I've been thinking to myself, why didn't I do this thing and launch this thing a long time ago? But nevertheless, it's launched, it's lit, it's hot. So I'm appreciative, I'm thankful, and I'm looking forward to creating more products and more success with you. Thank you so much.
Wow, 7 sales in 4 days. And then she sent me this text message where she got 2 more sales overnight. How would you like to turn your gifts, talents, special abilities, intellect into digital products that will allow you to wake up to new money every day? All you gotta do is click the link around this video to register for the Digital Products Bootcamp, and I hope to see you on the inside.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the St. Louis Hustle Podcast. I'm your host, CORTEZ Hustle. That's my girl, Michelle A. And we are talking bro codes and girl codes. And it's funny, when I did my promo video for this yesterday, my honey was in her bedroom. I was in the front room. And she's like, what are you talking about? I said, that's the title for the show. She said, it sounds like you saying broke hoes. I was like, no, I'm not saying, I'm not saying broke hoes.
Coming up on the next St. Louis Hustle Podcast, broke hoes. Do you know any? Is it you? If you don't know no broke hoes, it could be you. Hilarious.
Listen,
Thank you.
Listen,
Thank you for our next title.
If you a broke hoe, you got some whole other problems. Broke hoe is oxymoron. That's a whole another
right.
thing. If you
broke
ain't doing
it
hoe,
right.
You ain't no.
You ain't doing it right. You ain't doing something right if you a broke hoe. Oh Lord have mercy. That was hilarious. That is
yeah.
Whew, man.
So we're talking about this bro code, this guy code, this girl code thing, and really. And what you have is number 2. If girlfriend asks you about where he is, you know nothing at all. Keep his whereabouts to yourself, hang up and warn him. So this comes from the culture, right? Like I say, birds of a feather flock together. So if I'm one of those birds and we out here in these streets and we doing wrong and we together, then absolutely, I don't know nothing, because my lady might call you one day. And I hope you don't know nothing, because we out here doing wrong. So from a cultural standpoint, if that's the culture that you're running with, and I've been in that culture as a young man, as they say, trying to sow my royal oats and all of this kind of stuff, and really just lying and mistreating young girls, because I've been married in a committed relationship
for 50 years,
25 years. So this goes all the way back to our early 20s, right? So these weren't even quite women at the time, because I certainly wasn't a man. But it was when you're in that culture and that's what you guys are doing, and those are the people that you're running with, then that code is acceptable. But when you flip that coin, and you're on the other side and you're in this other culture where you're in loving and committed relationships and you rock with other couples who are doing the same thing, that goes out the window. That goes out the window. Because it's like, bro, don't get me the line for you, because I ain't gonna do it.
That's it. Don't put me in that. Don't put me in that situation. Don't put me in it.
I ain't gonna do it, bro. I ain't gonna do it. But in younger days, if I was out treating women poorly and that kind of stuff, and I was running with a group of guys and we were all kind of in the same mindset, then that is the code. That is the code.
That is correct. Do people even still do that? Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I would not, and I have never picked up the phone and called or got online social media and called one time. That was only because I was concerned. But called my man's friend looking for him. If I can't find you, if you ain't answering my calls, you must don't want to be found. And if you must don't want to be found, keep that same energy, boo. That's all I got to say, is keep the same sense of humor when I'm not found. That's all I got to say. But I'm not finna. I think one time I did it. And that's because I think I was dating a guy and we were on the phone and he got pulled over. And then I didn't hear from him after the pullover. He took a ride. He went on tour right after we got off the phone. So I think I did it in that scenario, but just generally where he at, I know you know what Tyrone is. Let Tyrone stay where he at. That I wish I would. The devil is a lie. Yeah. This next bro code. If your buddy assigns you as his wingman at a party, make him proud by doing your job well. Him hooking up with a girl that he's been eyeing is your responsibility. So this whole wingman thing, women look at it different because we have wing women. We do it differently, obviously, but I've been in social situations where a brother was talking to me and his boy was doing more politicking than him. And I'm like, settle down. What's your role, Junior? What are you doing? You know, do I say this? Let me shout out Mr. Wonderful. Hey, Mr. Wonderful. So I was out at an establishment over the weekend, and this brother did try to step to me, and his boy was being a wingman, trying to tell me, oh, he got his own business, and oh, he got his own house, and of course the answer was no, because me and Mr. Wonderful, although he could be on punishment soon, but that's okay. It's a whole nother story. It's for us, Mr. Wonderful, but get your shit together. No, I'm just playing. So, but now I'm just playing. He gonna be like, "Dick, come and share."
She done channeled her inner Kurt Franklin right here on the St. Louis Hustle podcast. Like, what the heck? What's going on here? This is a family show here.
Right. Right. But I would get it though tonight because he does watch the show every day or every week. And he be like, really, Shell? That's what we do with sorry. But no, so this guy, his wingman was politicking, right? So I made the mistake of calling him. I said, who are you, his hype man? And I meant that from a standpoint of wingman, but I couldn't think of the word wingman, so I said hype man. This dude got a whole attitude. I'm surprised he didn't Kirk Franklin me. He was like, I'm a grown man. I ain't nobody's sidekick. He just went on. I was like, hey, yo, dude, I was just meaning that you was trying to politic for your boy. He got so mad, he grabbed his beer and walked off. Oh, yeah. I said, on that note, let me get out of here because I got a bad anyway. I got to get hold of Mr. Wonderful. Y'all got me here tripping. Right, but it was, I don't understand. I guess I do, but if you're a wingman, be a wingman. Damn, that was your job. Duh. I mean, you failed at it because you still wouldn't have picked somebody that was already taken, but still, practice.
You overdid it.
Right. Right.
Yes.
You think practice make perfect. Right. I'm helping you for the next one. Helping.
You went full on Flavor Flav, and the situation kind of called for more of a slowdown from the lunatics, and you went Flavor Flav on me. No, there's different hilarious levels of hype man. You know,
there really is.
There's a Flavor Flav, and then there's some other levels of. You know, I might have appreciated the Jerome from Mars Day and the Time. He just comes out with the mirror. He don't do. So there's different levels of hype man, Jill. And he just kind of overdid it. He went into full Flavor Flav mode. And no, see, you got to let your boys' game work first, and then after your boy spits his game, then you come in and augment the game, right? You just kind of just add a little polish on the game, but you just can't come in kicking in the door with the full Flavor Flav. That don't work for the sisters.
It really did, and it looks suspect. It was really suspect. You said he got his own business. Now, this is no disrespect to anybody that owns a lawn care business, but you just out cutting grass today. Like, he's like, no, but I got a shirt. Oh, okay, the shirt. I'm sorry, you got a shirt. My bad.
I'm professional with mine.
Right, that's what it is. He got a nice little house in Ferguson. Oh, okay. Nice house. All right, there it is. So, okay, so it says, this one. It says, you must do all that you can to save your bro from dating an ugly girl. Chances are that he was too drunk to even make out if that person was a girl or a guy. Okay, I see way too many handsome men with ugly women. Somebody ain't doing their job. Sorry, Lord. Somebody ain't doing their job in the bro code. Because I be seeing some handsome men with some females and I'd be like, okay, I'm just a big girl, but that helper there is, she got some struggles. She got some, but I found out me and my girls, we have discovered that if a guy, well, this is gonna be so wrong, and I'm sorry if it offends you, it could be you. No, we found that if a guy is dating a girl and she's maybe not facially pleasing in the face area, she probably got like she got a bad body, right? She you know, snatched weights and big booty and big boobs, all of that. It's like, oh, but look at it. Oh, okay. Well, go ahead. He's against, like, they get a pass. Go ahead. Just go ahead. We get it.
Right. And see, and again, that's so you got the immature male and you got the grown $$sign man.
Come on, $sign.
We're talking two different cultures, and that culture of the immature male, and this could be a 50-year-old immature male.
Oh, I've seen that out there.
That's what they do is they're looking at everything is superficial, right?
Yeah.
But when you have a grown man and you're looking for that person who brings 100% to the table, you bring 100% to the table, and now y'all complete one another. That superficial stuff don't make no never mind. So I get the bro code from the immature game, and man, I'm so thankful that I graduated out of that game at an early age. It was like, man, Ted, we got to take your player card. Here you go.
Right. Surrender.
Listen, I'm not trying to be the 50-year-old dude with the, you know, when my hair grows, Michelle, I got a full-fledged George Jefferson going on. But I'm not trying to be that guy in the club with the 20-somethings with the 50 gold necklaces on, right? And,
wow.
And I got to buy 40 drinks a night to get a conversation. I'm not trying to be that guy. So I'm ready to surrender.
That guy is out there.
I'll be looking for that guy. He is so out there.
And I'll be looking for him on my in-between pay weeks when I go out. I'll be like, hey, where the old man at? Where the old man at? Mr. Wonderful don't go out. Mr. Wonderful, because he's outgrown that.
There you go.
Another discussion.
He's a grown $sign man.
Don't you do that. Don't you do that. Don't you do that. Because
this is bro code. I'm coming to you. This is bro code so this is grown man bro code right here. See, if there's a little boy bro code, this is grown man bro code. Mr. Wonderful, I'm not gonna let her do you that. Because he's a grown man. He's got his eye on the prize and he's trying to do something, Michelle. He ain't got time to be in no club.
You know what? No, because that almost got Mr. Wonderful bust upside his head a couple weeks ago, making that statement about, I don't do that because I'm outgrown. We was talking about, I'm sorry, Mr. Wonderful. I said I wouldn't go talk about this on the show, but it ties in. It's relatable. Don't nobody know who you are. It's okay. All I did was ask him, did he dance? Now, what had happened was, and I realized I was wrong. I realized the error of my ways. I had a Kurt Franklin moment and I had to apologize. I was out at a soiree and I ran into an acquaintance that I know back in the day. You know, I used to be the hype woman. I used to do the mic in the club. And so I ran into one of my younger predecessors. He was doing the mic and you know, me and one of my homegirls was out. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna put you on my live, put you on my timeline. You know, and he started showing out for the camera. Well, apparently Mr. Wonderful didn't like that. He was like, because Mr. Wonderful have notices set up that every time I go live, he get a notice. I was like, oh, who knew? Thank you. So he gets that. He was like, oh, this is what we're doing. So and I realized that because if he did it, I'm pulling up if he did that. So I had to think about it from the other perspective and say, okay, if I saw a female on this timeline and he was recording dancing, and he wasn't dancing nasty, he was just dancing. But anyway, I would have had an attitude, so I took the video down. However, in the discussion, Mr. Wonderful says, I asked the question, we talk about dancing, and I said, I love to dance. Y'all know that. So I said, Mr. Wonderful, do you dance? He was like, nah, I don't dance. I've outgrown that. Outgrown? Who outgrows dancing? I said, people dance in church. Couples dancing. Y'all sure you and your sugar dance in the living room. Ain't no kids at the crib. Y'all probably dance all over the place. And I was like, what is that? That implies that somebody that does dance is not as mature as maybe you are because you don't. And he was just like, well, you know, I did the whole college thing and I did the whole, what he was really referencing was going out. That was not the question, Cortez. The question was, do you dance? And he took it to, I've been to parties on here and there, and I was in Atlanta, and I was in Florida, and that wasn't the question. I just asked, do you dance? But apparently, Mr. Wonderful was still sour about the weekend.
That thing. Well, let me get my grown man bro code on yet again.
Lord.
I'm with you, Mr. Wonderful.
How dare you, traitor!
People don't dance no more, Michelle. All they do is this. All they do is this. All they do is this. People don't dance no more, Michelle. We too grown. God. We too grown. All I do is this.
Oh my God! Ain't nobody out there to save.
Step side to side. This is all we do. This. If you call this dancing, then yeah, we still dance. But I'm too grown to be perspiring when I dance.
But that's the thing. It ain't like people be out there like don't nobody dance. People two-step. You sure? Turn around so you can get the knife out of my back, please. I see where that's okay. We're gonna talk about the female code, the girl code, which I think stacks up a lot better than the bro code. Ours are a lot more simpler and supportive. Okay, we have do's and don'ts. Okay, ladies, do support your friends' hobbies and passions. Don't deliberately try and outshine your friend to make yourself look better. That's a do and a don't. Support me in what I'm doing. I have friends that support me with this podcast when I was doing comedy. They support me. They throw me opportunities. I got friends that ride for me. Got a few that don't, but I got some to do. I got more to do than don't. The next one, support your friends' dating life. I have people that support me and Mr. Wonderful. I support others in what they're doing. But don't let your friend date someone who treats her poorly. I don't do that because I know some folks that's doing some stuff, and I get very protective about my girls. And I walked up on a couple brothers in the spot, and they'd have told on me like some little snitches. Almost did a Kirk Franklin. They'd have told on me, your girl, she cornered me. Yeah, get yourself together. Don't you either win or you're not. What you gonna do? I give them the mama face. You better break yourself, fool. All right, coincide. Oh no, yeah, I'm sorry, not coincide. Confide. I can't read just the lashes. Confide in your friend with your problems or anything that you struggle with. But what we don't do is once you do confide in us, don't go tell other folk. Don't go blab it all around, girls. That's breaking code. If I tell you something I'm struggling with, okay, don't go tell everybody and their mama, because then it ain't confidential no more, and I'm gonna have to bust your head.
So it's the same way with y'all. I see in your list.
It's different.
I see in your list you got the little girl, and then you got the grown mature woman. You ain't gonna tell me that do's and don'ts. Support your friends' hobbies and passion. Deliberately try to outshine your friend. I see it every day, Michelle. From immature, when you on stage doing your comedy and your immature friend, hey, I got a joke, and she wants to come up there and be on the mic with you, right? That's immature. Support your friend's dating life. Don't let your friend date someone who treats you poorly. Come on, man. We know the immature friend. Girl, your eye swole as a mug, but he drive a Benz though. He drive a Benz though.
It's worth it. Girl, just duck next time. Just fade your fade away. You gotta be able to.
You wasn't bobbing and weaving. Now your weave on the ground.
Now you look like Bob.
So your immature friend is going to support that, because when y'all go out and she with you and he pay for everything, he pay for her stuff too. Yeah. So heck yeah, she's supporting that. Oh girl, he only choked you a little bit. Yeah, you had started turning blue and everything, but he let you go. You know, you didn't pass out, so you got to be thankful for that.
Man,
like, no, cut it out.
That is not a silver lining.
Immature, and you got the mature woman who would do these things, and Lord knows to blab your friend's problems, because the immature chick is always trying to be in another clique in the first place. So because she's trying to be in another clique, she can't wait to get your problem and go and try to impress this other clique. Girl, she done told me that she doing this, that if I was her, I would be doing. Now you done went and told out somebody else's business. Or the really immature chick waits till a bunch of people around and be like, girl, you remember you told me what happened with that situation, and she all public with what you told her in confidence. So y'all got y'all stuff too, Michelle. Don't just put it on us.
I don't like how you bring up old stuff. That's the first thing, because that's not. I don't even understand why old stuff made an appearance, because that, man, let me just find one that you can't take apart here, because you're trying to bro code the girl code. Okay, let me see. Do you guys, here it is. If your friend asks how she look in the outfit, how her hair look, how her makeup looks, etc. Be honest, ladies, we do that. Don't tell her what she wanted. Her girl, that is cute. That is not. Don't do that, because y'all, she gonna roll with you. That'll break down the property value of y'all team. Don't do that. Don't do that. She can't be with you looking a mess. Hey, sis, let me get you together. Here, take these shoes. Here, let me give you these. Put this top on. Let me give you hey, let me just get your makeup real quick. Let me help you with your hair. We help each other. That's what we do. But no, you don't take your girl out looking a mess and you on 10 and she's on 2. And what you do, you want your girl to shine, so you bring her up to a 2 as well. I mean, you bring her up to a 2. Bring her up to a 10 as well.
Stop lying, Michelle. You telling the story. You telling the story. You telling the story, Michelle. You are telling the story. Here's how I know you're telling the story. Because in Bill Bellamy's How to Be a Player, I think this comes from How to Be a Player. Every 6 goes out of her way to find some 3s to roll with, so she looks like an 8 instead of a 6. And you know I ain't playing, I ain't telling no stories. So your girl, when we talking about the immature, she's saying, girl, yeah, that looks good on you. Yeah, girl, you better do that. And she gonna throw some more salt in the game and give you this old whack neck scarf that don't even match. Girl, yeah, it's gonna pull out the color in your eyes. She really hurting your fit because she's trying to look like the ish when y'all go out. Like, man, I need to shine. So the only way I can shine if I bring some clowns with me. Girl, look at your makeup. Let me do that for you. And now you looking straight like Bozo. After she done done your makeup don't look like her makeup. And why is that?
I done had somebody sabotage me like that before. I've never done it. Knock on wood. But I've had somebody sabotage me before with the makeup thing. I ain't gonna say no names, but one of my children. Why you couldn't? My kids hate if we go somewhere together, because my kids are adults. If we go somewhere together, they hate that I get mistaken for their sister.
You talking about one of your children? You ain't got but 2, so I mean, it's really close.
They both do makeup though.
Listen,
they both do makeup,
but it's not hard to figure out. It's like if you had 50 kids and you said one of your children, then it kind of hard for me. It ain't but 2 of them, Michelle. One of y'all sabotaged your mama. I'm gonna blame both of you. The other one,
you know what? Now, I'm beating both of y'all till somebody fess up. That's I was sabotaged because they hate when that's your sister. They be like, "Oh my God, that's my mama." They get such an attitude. I'm like, "Don't hate. Let me be. I'm your sister in public. You know that." Huh. So here's something that I thought was super fun. There is the bro code, and I think that y'all have y'all little thing. Women don't have this. Not necessarily. Y'all have man law violations. There are certain things y'all can't do, or else y'all kicked out the club. And you should be, because I would agree with some of these things. We're going to hit them real quick. I found this place that did this really neat comparison for these man law violations. Man law violation number 1. Bros only comment on a fellow bro's fashion choice if that choice will affect the first bro's ability to get some, you know, some nah. If it ain't gonna affect his ability to get some, like if I go get this outfit, is this girl gonna get? He ain't commenting on your outfit. He don't care how much I don't care how much you like it. He's just not. He ain't gonna say nothing about it.
Yeah.
Females, on the other hand, we got more to say about our friends' clothes. It isn't about whether they it isn't about their will to put on the clothes or not. It isn't our objective. We just want to look gorgeous for ourselves, and because we want to look good, we want our friends to look good. That goes back to what I was just saying. We ain't gonna let a friend go out looking a mess. Y'all don't care. You'll let your homeboy come out looking like a bum and won't say crap to him. He'll be standing there looking just foolish while you dripping fresh. He looking a hot damn mess.
Well, here's why, Michelle. Because we are also very competitive. So
there's that.
When we show up and he's looking like a clown, let's just say he's looking like a clown in that outfit. It's cool because it's going to create some sort of attraction, and that it might attract a young lady who comes over just to clown him. Well, hey, now I got a shot because she's coming over to clown this dude, and I look very debonair. And so we use that as competition. And again, if my brother decides to really, because we know for us, it ain't always about the gear. For men, there is an inner shine that, because I've been that guy around somebody like, man, why are you so magnetic? And look what you got on. But there's something else that sometimes absolutely works. So I can't say what's not going to work for you because it wouldn't work for me. And we show up and all the hotties on you because you got on this cross color. You looking like rainbow bright in this mug. But
I cannot.
Who knew that psychedelic colors attracted the women? So maybe next week I'll go get me some cross color. I don't know. Right?
That is reading. I've seen it happen. I've seen the weird guy in the club kind of be like the magnet. So you're right. Yeah, I believe it is to a degree. Personality. Not bro code, but man law violation number 2. A bro does not sleep in or on the same bed as another bro.
Yeah, and unless we family, I mean, you have to actually be my blood brother, right? And we might be able to share the same space like that. But
if y'all just boys though, and somebody got a room and it's a king size bed, somebody's sleeping on the floor.
Yeah,
there it is. Absolutely. Girls, on the other hand, girl, you sleep at the foot, I'm gonna sleep at the head. We gone. Good night. See you in the morning. It don't mean nothing.
Yeah, I heard Ricky Smiley do the head crack on the Ricky Smiley show. Did this? He's like, man, there's some things you can't do. He said, if your boy falls asleep on your couch, there's 2 things that can't happen. He cannot curl up in the fetal position, and you cannot go put a blanket on him because it's cold. There's certain things you can't do as a man when it comes to another man. So when
I will agree with that.
How cold it gets, you laying on the couch, you can't curl up in the fetal position. That's number 1.
Absolutely.
And you can't be like, oh man, my homeboy over here freezing. Let me get this blanket in. No, you got to suffer, and we'll see him in the morning.
Right. Let that joker freeze. Well, good night. See you in the morning. Hilarious, because I think I would think suspect too. If I saw a bro cover up, and I'll be like, what you doing?
Yeah.
Fold the blanket up, put a foot at the bed, or lay it at the foot of the armrest of the couch. Hey, there go your blanket, dog. If you're just gonna be hospitable, but you put the blanket on him while he sleep, and the lullaby playing in the background, that's some foolishness.
Yeah, I'm tucking him in. You got to tuck him in and everything. Make sure they see if you don't put it over here, then it's gonna hit the floor, dog. So
ew. That's a bromance right there. I don't like that. Ew. That is
I just don't want my blanket on the floor, Michelle. That's all.
Man, that's what washers and dryers is for. Let that blanket get dirty. It says a bro does not cock block another bro for any reason. That's a man thing. A bro may only ever stop a fellow bro from hooking up with a girl if and only if he's 100% sure that that said girl is in fact a dude.
Yeah. And again, back to the whole competition and the ragging thing. Sometimes we're gonna let that go play out so far if we know,
right?
Because it's like, oh man, y'all remember back in '92 when bro was like, or here, y'all remember back in '92 when Eddie Murphy got caught with that? That's one of your homeboys.
Yeah.
Oh man, that
you let it happen.
We kind of stack those stories so that we can always come back to that. Now we won't let it go too far if we know, but we'll let that thing play out a little bit. It's like, man,
just so you can laugh at him later.
Just so I can laugh at him later. Just so we can have that bond over that story.
That's what we call it, a bond. Okay,
it's a bond over a remembrance.
Not a remembrance. Lord, see, girls are different. We're gonna try to protect our girls from don't do girl. He run. He ain't. And because this does happen. It does happen now more days where we'll be out and see what we think is a dude and it's a chick undercover. And if we peep this, like, hey, don't. Hey. I was out this weekend and now I don't do that. My gate only go one way. I ain't got nothing against nobody who do, but mine go one way, and that's to the men's. And I was out when I was dancing. And so I danced with an older guy who, by the way, sat me down. It was really entertaining. He was like in his 60s, but that dude clowned me on the dance floor. Whole nother story. I was like, this nigga, where they get it from? But so I finished dancing with him, and this girl comes on the dance floor who I'd seen him dancing with earlier. I was like, oh, girl. She starts dancing up between the two of us. I said, here, take your dance partner. I'm finna go sit down. She was like, nah, girl, you stay on the floor with us. I said, no, I ain't got my Megan knees yet. I need to go set it down. She said, I was trying to dance with you. And she was like trying to whisper in my ear, I guess because it was loud. And she goes, oh, and you smell good. No, I don't smell good. Get it off. I was like, peace out, homie. Peace up. Next time that I was like, don't do it.
She wasn't ready.
When I say I wasn't ready, I was like, oh. Whoa, I'm too old. I'm almost 50. I don't play them games. I do not. So this is the last one, and I know that every man will agree with this. Bros do not make eye contact while at the urinal. Urinal. See, I can't say it because I ain't a man. At the urinal, and they do not take a peek at their bro's little bro.
Yeah, that's real stuff there, Michelle. It is eyes front, soldier. Side front, soldier. And we're gonna soldier on through, and I'm gonna take care of my business. And matter of fact, we actually also pivot the opposite way. This is how you gotta make sure. Okay. So if I'm side by side with this guy, I don't pivot and leave the urinal like that. I have to pivot away from him. And he pivots away from me. Like, no, this is a completely separate and private deal. Go your separate way. I'm gonna go my separate way. It's weird like that. So
it's nasty. Ew. So I know we at the top of the hour. Lots of fun with this whole bro and girl code thing. It's just the our little laws of attraction between men and women. Thought it would be fun to kind of look at that. So I don't know. Final thoughts on the Cortez. I think we have about 30 seconds.
10 seconds, man. All of that stuff is foolishness. And
it is.
I don't think it's a huge deal to violate any of that stuff when you are secure in who you are.
There it is. Boom. Ditto.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, get your money up because you absolutely can do it. But more importantly, you deserve to do it, each and every single one of you. Now hustle up.
Y'all. Hustle up.